guys, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are building a tiny house. This one is supposed to be for a doctor. I don't know if it's for, like, it could be for anyone basically. It's not like, usually when I build these profession-inspired houses, it's not like they're filled up with work equipment and stuff because I don't think doctors take machines home, if you get what I mean. So it's just decorated for someone who, in my mind, would be a doctor. I don't know what kind of doctor, but just a doctor. So that's what we're doing today. I kind of felt like it has, or I kind of feel like it has like a masculine energy to it, but I'm gonna let you guys decide. Like, if you want this to be for a man or a woman, you can go ahead. It's completely fine. It could be for anyone. It's just, it's very dark and gray with blue and yellow tones in there, but like, I don't know, color schemes are not gender specific in any way, so it could be for anyone. I just imagined a guy sim to live in there, so it's just for 1 or 2 sims as well. I don't know if maybe they have a partner of some sort, but I honestly just imagined like a single guy live here, but it could be like maybe they're in a couple or something. I don't know, but there's room for 2 sims at least. So yeah, that's what we're doing today, building a tiny house. The way that I built this was a little bit weird in the way that the order is messed up from what I usually do. So I actually did the entire exterior before I moved inside. And I think that it was because I was so tired yesterday when I was building this. Have you sensed like a theme over the past many voiceovers? I just keep talking about being tired. Well, it's not changed yet, but I was so tired yesterday that when I was building this, I literally put my head on my desk for a sec, or for like 10 seconds, and I swear I dozed off for like a second or something. Like that's the point I was at. It's a little bit better today because I've slept a little bit more last night, but yeah, I gotta fix that. It'll be fixed over Christmas because I'm taking a couple of days off, and hopefully I'll fix my sleeping schedule and I'll be so tired that I'm just gonna sleep through the night. So I'm hoping that these next couple of days or this next week is gonna change that for the better, but we'll see. It's not even that I'm tired because I'm so busy, it's just because my head won't, like I won't fall asleep for some reason. So you guys can probably understand where I'm coming from and what I mean and stuff, but it'll solve itself out at some point. So anyways, yes, we are building this tiny house. Actually, I forgot to say, it's built in Newcrest. It's been a while since I've built here, I feel, so I just wanted to go back. The house is also inspired by a house that I saw on Pinterest, by the way. So especially the platforms that I used at the front was highly inspired by that, and also slightly like the color scheme for the exterior. I think the house that I took inspiration from wasn't actually a tiny house though, it was a normal sized house. So like it was a 1-story, but it was on the smaller side. I want to say it was a normal sized house basically. It looked like there could be 2 bedrooms in there, which I would have had issues with if I had to do that with this house. So I definitely would not have been able to fit in a double bed anywhere if I had to fix this for 2 bedrooms, and the common area would also have been a lot smaller. So I think we're right on. Actually, I did something at some point and I don't know what I did, but it changed from like 63 tiles to 65 or something. I don't know if it says it right now because I can't see it. I think it does, doesn't it? 65 out of 100 or something. So it's actually considered a small home. But when I was building it, I swear it was 63. So I don't know. I don't keep track of that anymore. I don't really care. Like, it's like you can add the most random things and then suddenly the game will be like, oh yeah, you added a tile when you added like fencing outside or something. So it just annoys me. I don't want to have to keep track of it constantly, but yeah, sorry about that. I feel like it's cool with the tiny living benefits that you get off of living in a tiny house, but at the same time, I'm kind of tired of the tile count, like I'm not gonna lie. Because it's like if you want to build a 64, or if you want to build a tiny house, but then you just have to add like 2 more tiles, you know, and then suddenly it's not considered a tiny house anymore, so yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of bothering me sometimes. I should probably make my houses smaller still, because this is definitely on the bigger side of a tiny house anyways, but I think a lot of that has to do with the front door, like that area as well. I don't know if you would call it a patio, the front patio. I don't know, but the front door area as well has a lot of tiles on it. It's like 3x5, so that's 15 tiles. That's a lot out of 64. So, but yeah, anyways, I don't know. Are the benefits, the tiny living benefits, are they important to you? Let me know, because then I'll try to keep a better eye on it. I just feel like no one really comments about them ever, so I don't know if that's something you guys actually care about. Maybe you just watch the videos to watch the videos or to get build inspiration. Maybe you don't really play the game. I don't know. So anyways, Christmas is in 4 days now because I'm doing the voiceover for this on the 20th. And yes, Christmas is on the 24th in a lot of European countries. A lot of European countries. I actually explained this in the last video, and yet I still got a comment that was like, no, Christmas is on the 25th, not the 24th. We have different traditions. That's a thing across the world. So in a lot of European countries, we actually celebrate Christmas on the 24th in the evening, and that's what we do here in Denmark, along with the other Nordic countries as well. So we are going to be celebrating on the 24th, on Thursday. I'm looking forward to it. My sister's coming here on Tuesday. We're gonna hang out, relax, probably eat a lot. I don't know. We're gonna see how that goes. So I'm gonna be recording a couple of smaller builds, shorter videos for next week. Just so you guys know, there'll still be videos up. At least, I'm not planning on releasing anything on the 24th and the 25th, but I will see if I can do something for the 22nd and the 23rd, I think. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If there's any kind of build you want me to do between Christmas and New Year's, by the way, let me know in the comments. I'm thinking of releasing the next version of my save file, so I'll probably take like a day or two to fill it up with more Sims, because that's always what I'm behind on when it comes to the save file. I am liking families and just households in general, not just necessarily just families, just households. So I'm probably gonna try to take some days to fill out some more houses with households, and then there'll be a video. And I hope that I can have it up between Christmas and New Year's, because then we can go into the new year and kind of just like, I don't know, maybe there'll be a pack in January or something. Some people are talking about, what is it, because Hwasa, I don't know how to pronounce her name. She's a Korean singer. She's from a girl group that I actually forgot right in this moment, which is kind of embarrassing, but I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments which group she's from. So anyways, but she did a collaboration with The Sims, so there's like a music video up and there's also a song and stuff, and in that music video someone was saying about it that there's new instruments and stuff. I can't spot them, so I don't really know if there's any truth to it. I just read it on Twitter, but it kind of had people suspecting that we're gonna get some kind of band pack here in January. I don't really know about that. I feel like they would do a band pack at some point, but I don't know if it's in January. Also, I don't really know if there's anything released in January. It's just compared to this year, we got Tiny Living in January, so I'm kind of thinking maybe there'll be like a stuff pack or something followed by a game pack in February, but that depends. If they follow the same schedule as they did this year, then yes. If not, then no. And it kind of changes a little bit from year to year. You guys know that. Although every year for the past like 3 years, I think, we've gotten a game pack around February. So there should be coming a game pack up, right? Like, I feel like that's safe to say, but you never know. Like, you never know. I know nothing, so. But I will say that if there's a game pack or if there's a band pack of some sort coming up, like a music hobby pack or whatever, I have a feeling that it would probably be a game pack over a stuff pack, because it would require a lot of gameplay objects. And we don't usually get gameplay objects from stuff packs, we only get one. So that would be like one instrument. And with a band pack, you probably want a little bit more than just one instrument because we at least want a bass and also a drum kit. So there's two, and then some extra stuff maybe as well. But I'm really hoping for a band pack at some point because I love music. And you guys know that I like to make interiors as well, decorate apartments, make houses for creative sims, musical sims. And I don't know, I would love like an upright standing piano as well. That would be amazing. So I'm all for that idea. I just want them to do it well. I want it to be a game pack and not just a stuff pack. So anyways, we are in the bedroom now. So this was actually, I had to play test it a little bit. I did that off cam just because the room is only a 4x4 and the bed itself is a 2x3. So that's already kind of like, it makes the room very narrow, or not, how do you explain that? There's a very narrow path for the sim to walk on from the door to the other side of the bed, and I wanted to make sure that you could have two sims sleeping in there without using this scoot over trick because it doesn't work for everyone, myself included. So I had to play test it a little bit, but it works. They have a TV in there, a couple of book clutter items as well. That was actually one thing I wanted to make sure that I placed around the house because I don't know if, like, okay, so my mom is a doctor. I keep mentioning that, but like for this one, I had to kind of take inspiration from what she has in her apartment. So she actually has a lot of nonfiction literature about like her job. So I wanted to make sure that the sim who lived in this house at least had like a couple of books lying around. They also have a bookcase. Of course, I couldn't turn it into like a home library or something like that, but I just wanted to make sure that they had books around. So I'm kind of figuring that they are medicinal books. So just books, not just one. So books about their job, basically, like stuff they can, or books they can use to refresh their memory after they've been after they've gone through their education and stuff. Sometimes you gotta refresh your memory. So anyways, and then also I forgot what skill doctors require in The Sims. I think it's logic, so I placed a chess table in the backyard because I figured it's a little bit easier to level up your skills through objects instead of just books, because the sim gets pretty tired of reading really quickly for some reason, except if they're bookworms, I suppose. But usually I remember trying to level up various kids' skills through reading and also young adults. Just because I was living in a small house or apartment, I couldn't really afford all the items, so I just had them read. But they kept interrupting the action, so I think it's easier through objects instead of just books. So I placed a chess table in the backyard for that reason. But anyways, we are at the end of the video, so I'm gonna be wrapping up this voiceover now. If you guys like the build, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye! To be